Hey guys, it's CJ from Handigraphs, and today I'm going to walk you through how you can use our new feature Angles, which is going to allow you to build your slip as you go through and build the type of bet that you want to make. So with that, I'm going to start here. I'm in the game center, and first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up today's game between the Capitals and the Senators, and going to scroll down. You can see there's some interesting stuff here, right? Like you've got all of the different splits that we've got for each of the different teams. Make sure to go check out our Game Center video if you want a little bit more in depth on how to use this. But as you go through, you'll see that there's a new button here where you can click to add. So one of the things that I thought was interesting about this game was Ottawa's offense is clicking, ranking fourth in the NHL in goals scored compared to 10th on the season, and they're getting a lot of volume. So second in the last 10 in shots on goal. Which is for their offense, a massive jump. So I'm going to click add here, and you'll see what that does from the Game Center is it's going to add a AI insight. So you now have this available to you. So we'll go through, we'll say, okay, that's interesting. They're generating, a lot of volume. Let's go back and actually see what does the Capitals stats look like from a team stat standpoint for how they are actually defending. So I'll go through and I'm going to pull up my view here. We're going to go to defense only. So I'll pull that up and I'll go to last five. And you can see that Capitals been pretty bad in terms of Corsi allowed in their last 5 games. So they are in the bottom 30% of the league. That's what that blue indicator means here. And they're allowing about 4.2 goals per game. Now, if I switch this over to my other view where I'm going to see offense, you can see that Ottawa has been really generating a lot of pressure. So they are in the top 30th percentile in Corsi, really in the top percentile in terms of top 10 percentile in terms of Fenwick, and they are scoring about 4 goals per game in their last 5. So I really like some of the stuff that I'm seeing here. So I'm going to double click here on goals scored in their last 5. I'm going to also make sure that I add that Corsi allowed or Corsi really forward. And I'll go back to that defense and I'm going to just note that down here. So what this allows me to do is I'm now building a slip of the different pieces of the cap that I want to build. So I'm saying, okay, I've got my insight. I've got 2 different data points that I thought were interesting, plus the Washington Corsi allowed. And that'll allow me to then go and build my angle or build my bet, right? I have enough stuff here that I've been able to save through these different tables. What's great is that you can continually add more stuff. So if I wanted to, pull up my angle that I'm building here, and I'm like, okay, well, Ottawa seems to have a good matchup offensively. If I also want to pull up my skaters, then all I'm going to do is search for Ottawa. And I'm going to go look at guys, who have been, let's see here, points per game. So you've got like Cousins, Batherson, Giroux, and then you can go and see, you can add, all right, well, if I scroll over, what does it look like? Who's got the most sort of chances per game? It looks like Batherson. I'll add that. And now you can also add that here to your angle. And you have that saved so you can go and then build your bet from there. Now, if you're doing, this is on desktop. If you're doing this on mobile, what you can be able to do is, so we'll come over here. I'm going to just walk you through the exact same thing that I just did. So I scroll down. I'm going to add that insight here to my angle. Let's go to a couple of the team stats here. I'll change out of this. Last 5. We'll go to Ottawa. And on mobile, just so you know, whenever you are going through some of these different stats, you have to just hold the stat. You only need to hold it for about a second, and then it will add it. On desktop, you're going to double click. On mobile, you will just hold that for about a second, and then I'll easily add it for you. And then I'm going to find, let's see here. Let's scroll down. We'll do Cousins for this one, and we'll just say has a lot of assists. So you'll get this little notification added to angle. And on mobile, what's great is you can take this and you can actually share this. So if you want to explain to somebody how you got to the cap, just click share, give your angle a title. Click there. And you can see that I'm able to now actually share this screenshot to one of my friends. So on my Mac, I can actually literally do this and send the message, but on my iPhone, I can go and just text that screenshot over to one of my buds. So we'll have more that we're going to be building out for angles, but in essence, this is just a great way for you to not have to keep remembering stats between tables. You can just add this and sort of as your little workspace to kind of build the different caps that you want for some of the games. So have fun, play with it, make sure to get feedback, and we'll see you soon.